Hello and welcome to Glossop, Manchester Glossop line. Today I'm going to be showing you 4E70 Trafford Park Freightliner Terminal to Tees Dock even. This is one of the services in the new Manchester Piccadilly to Glossop route. So I know that you know you might be expecting let's do the 323, but there's going to be other ambassadors or other people that are going to be filming the 323 doing all that and looking at the stuff and everything. But I thought, you know, do something different. Start with a freight. There are plenty of freight services on the route. I mean, we're currently 4:39 in the morning. So we're in 66. Let's get the reverser in. Seat could have been a bit cleaned. Everything's up there, all right. Make sure we are at Manchester Piccadilly. I'll get out and we'll get a picture in a moment. We are currently 26 wagons and just over 1,000 ton. Yeah. Marker lights. I'm going to leave it on marker lights on night time because we are officially still at night. So yeah. Right. So this is our ride. And we are on the other side of Manchester Piccadilly. And this is our train. There's a fair empty slots. If I remember rightly, there's about 26 wagons and about 12 of the wagons are empty. Which is, I would say, prototypical, but it does happen on certain days and everything. So, yeah. But, it's kind of nice not just to see a completely full one. The only thing that I would say is that it's slightly different is obviously this is a Freightliner service. So there's no Freightliner, so it will just spawn. It will spawn as a EWS loco, but with the help of we're going to be leaving a little bit late. With the help of Livery Creator and Creators Club, you can download other people's liveries of what they've done on their logos. This being one of my own liveries that I created. Oh, hello. I think this is the old ECW 66. Yeah, it is. This, yeah, it's the ECW one because it's the LCD screen. Right. So, I believe they're now off. Yep. And it's going to be a bit of a laboured pull away because we're going up a 1 in 426 hill gradient. So, but yeah, it's about a 20-minute journey. But it's one of a number. I think there's about 30 freight services, including we should start moving. There we go. There we go. We're going up 1 in 426, so yeah, it's a bit of an incline. So this livery is available off my livery creator, my content creation, off Creators Club, and I'll leave a description or link in the description of both my Xbox and PlayStation one. So I also must thank Dovetail for the early access key as well, so that we can create the content for you guys to see, so you can make your mind up on whether you want to, you know, on buying the DLC or not. I personally quite like it. Yeah. I think we've just been past. That's the Network Rail place there. That place. And that. So you're going to pop to signal AS992 for a scheduled wait, which is this one here. This is the 185 depot, the Siemens depot, and obviously the 323 depot. Yes, I've not done any services yet where you go to and from, which I will do at some point. But we're actually stopping, we end up stopping here at Guide Bridge. And we stop up here somewhere, I think it is. So there are wagons there. And this is actually a Freightliner place, apparently. So, yeah. But I have had Creator Club liveries spawn in the on freight trains on here. So yeah. Bit of AWS action. Good, that's working. So this area here is where the, I think it goes off around to the West Coast Main Line, so you'll be seeing some of the 158s and other stuff coming in through on these lines and going out on these lines as well. That's the EMR, sorry, 158s. So being 4:30 or 4:47 in the morning, there's not many services about for the 323. That's the Manchester container site. Like all this area is available to be looked at Google Maps. So I recommend that you actually look at Google Maps because Very informative. Not unless you know the area. It's not going to be as, I'm not being horrible here, but it's not going to be as accurate as Google Maps. It's going to be based on Google Maps. So, you know, you can do so much, you can make so much real in a route. You can, if you're stuck there creating the route one for one for every building, for every car, and you're not going to be doing it. You're going to be there for ages. So you know, it just doesn't compute. It doesn't add up. It's not best practice. So you put in what you kind of a little bit. You put in there what the assets, what you have. So yeah, that red light here, this one is not the one we want. It's this one here. So I'm a minute late. I'm not worried. I don't care about the times as long as I get there. And we got to stop yet. We've got 1,000 tons to stop. We got 30 yards overrun. So, if anyone's wondering why I'm showcasing this, why I'm on this, or why it's being released, the embargo for ambassadors have been released on the Monday before release. So, yeah. I think we've got to wait 3 minutes. So while we're waiting, we might get a little bit more. So this is where I think the Siemens 185s multiple units are stored. I mean, they've done a really nice looking job on this. The old heavy, oh, there you go. The old heavy lifting equipment. So, below. Let's go out. I mean, I haven't walked around this area yet, which I want to do. And this is your typical Siemens depot with windows out the front, out the side. And it's typical that I can't get out again, so I'll have to go back. 453. Oh, okay. We'll do this way then. No, we can't. Ooh, that's a bit sneaky. That's very sneaky. So you have to go round here. Ooh. Actually, can we have a look just around here? It might say something. No, the car park is. I don't think it will actually, because they don't have the Siemens license. So my train is over there somewhere. There it is. And this is just around the corner here. This is the old washing plant for the little 363s. I've not seen any on-off things for it, but never know. And then we got some 363s here with, well, they must have been late sleepers. The guard obviously didn't do his job by turfing them off. But yeah. I've been here already. So we're not far off. I was going to say, yeah, have to make sure that you've got to get your wagons in at the far end, so get up as close as possible. Because if there is another train coming up, it will strike the rear. So we're all set, ready to go. And we are running up to Guide Bridge. So it's just a couple of miles, about 4 miles. And we go there. You can actually walk up to around about here, I think it is, just past that light. There should be a bridge there, just over here. You can walk up to that light, and then it's you can't get around it. It's a wall. But there's all these wagons here, so yeah. Right, let's go. Stand. Don't forget you're going up an incline as well. 20-mile-an-hour limit going up to 60-mile-an-hour limit. I think we could really do with some new intermodal wagons, to be honest. Just generic ones. So in total, because I'm past the embargo, there are about 30 freight services. There's about 4 or 5 of them that are the railhead treatment trains, and the rest are ones that pass through the area throughout the day, I suppose. But they don't do the full length route. They'll mostly come up through from Manchester Piccadilly up through this way, up through here, and I think might come through that way. Guide Bridge area here, and they come up through here, they come up through there. They don't go, as far as I'm aware, any further than this, because this takes you to Glossop. There's Glossop, there's Hadfield, Dinting is there. So literally I think they run from here, or run up to there, down into and there as well. Don't even think, have we got past the 20-mile-an-hour sign yet? Oh look, we haven't even cleared it, look. Our train is, it's only 540.5 yards. We should clear the 20-mile-an-hour now, as soon as we get onto this line. We should go up to 60. Maybe not. Or 20 at least. Looks like a set of catch points. So it's only a short trip. It's about 20, I think they reckon it's about 27-minute journey. So, I mean, you might do it about 30 minutes or something like that. Or, you know, you might do it 25 or something like that. So, you know. But when I first heard about this and I thought, Glossop line, well, it's not very long, is it? And I thought, oh my god, it's going to be, I just wasn't happy about it. But I'm liking it because of all the extra stuff that's been put in. And I will run through that and I'll show you. So, what there is. So, because it's, I can do this, although it's released in the morning tomorrow, Tuesday. I can release because I'm allowed to post after the embargo finishes. So yeah, so again because I've got a key. Oh, I've got the hiccups as well. You don't want hiccups and a key. Another set of points. So this is route goes on part of the Woodhead route as well, which is pretty cool. Right, let's see. Go just here. Get a nice shot. Early bird shot. Obviously, the railway treatment services are running from September to November, I think it is. I've actually got one of those O&E containers in real life. Got model ones. I've got white ones and the pink ones for the model railway. I saw them there and I thought, no, I just had to get them. I think one of my Discord members, Carl, he actually gave me the link for them. So I think I said, if I remember right, I was in my stream and I said I was looking for some, because I mentioned about other containers. Right, there we go, we can open her up now. Only for a little while, we've got 2.6 miles to go. Maximum speed on the route is, I think it goes up to about 70, but you're not going to hit that speed. Yeah, you're not going to hit that speed because basically, especially in the 323, because you'll be, I think you'll be going up to, coming up to Reds. So we're only going as far as Guide Bridge today, but I will be streaming Tuesday nights, I believe. Yeah, I'm not sure when else. So it'd be actually somewhere during the day Tuesday I'll be streaming, I think. You have to pay, I'll have to make a decision at some point what times that will be. Overall, what do I think of it? I quite like it. Is there a route that I'm not going to like, or, you know... you're an ambassador for Dovetail, so you're not allowed to say anything negative about the route. That's not true. I'm not told what to stream, not told what not to say, anything. I just say what I like. But, you know, I like a lot of routes. I think my verdict on it would have been somewhat different if there wasn't on there what there is now. But yeah, but that's my opinion. So we've got a 40 mile an hour limit, so we're going to slow down for that. We've got to stop in a little while. I don't think people can agree with me and they can disagree with me, but you know, my choice for doing this was because I just wanted to show you something different than the 323, which there will be other videos about from other ambassadors that they'll show the 323. So I thought I'll show the freight, which I quite like driving freight, and yeah. So we might get an AWS warning, I think, for that. Maybe not. Put these off on the throttle. We are coming up to Guide Bridge, where we need to stop. Bit of a turn going through. I think it's about 30 if I remember rightly. We'll have a look to see what these two locos are as well. I've tried 2 of the scenarios already. I think you'll find them, well, 3 of the scenarios. I think you'll find them quite fun. So this is Guide Bridge. So we'll now be turning off to the left. Not on this set, but the next set. So just to show you, custom liveries do appear, look. That's one of my ones. There's another Freightliner one. For some strange reason, it will. If you come in with a custom livery, it will also bring that custom livery in with you as well, so it'll appear as a custom livery. I don't know why it does. I think it's just a bug, because it does it on Southeastern Highspeed, Brighton Main Line. It does it on most of the routes. That if you bring a custom livery in, that custom livery will also spawn in as well. So yeah. But this is just literally the first look at the Glossup route. But we're only going as far as Guide Bridge on this. So we've got a 200 yard rubber treatment wagons. We've got 200 yards between, and there's also the these wagons are static. They'll always be here, so it's just to fill the yard. It's a little bit like Acton. Otherwise, it would be looking Acton before pre-preservation Crewe days. Absolutely empty. But it's just a little short video. It'll probably be about half hour, something like that. This is where we stop. You can see where the red light is up there. That's as far as you can walk, although it does go all the way round. It goes up there. Probably. It's a freight train coming in, look. That's an AI one, I think. Wait for a moment. I'm just having a look to see where that is actually. I've not seen that. That comes through on there. So nearest station would be Guide Bridge, wouldn't it? I think we need to spawn at Guide Bridge at 5 o'clock to see what that is, because that's an AI job. So I'd love to find out how many AI services there are. That's aggregates, I think. There we go. And that's it. So I hope you have enjoyed that. I've got to walk back, so I'm going to have a look at that, see what that is. So this is a Joe table as well. So we've taken 30 minutes, which isn't too bad. The bronze, I think that's all to do with all the freight and everything. So yeah, it's not the best, but I'm not worried about medals and scoring and that, as long as I enjoy it. That's how I go. Right, that's how I roll, I should say. Right, so shall we continue? I'm not going to return to free roam. Oh, I'm going to return to... I'm not going to return to free roam. I'm just going to return back to the main menu. And when it all boots up... Blah, 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 blah. Let us know in the comments, and the comments will be published. Don't worry, it's just that they're all held because they're moderated because of things that goes on and everything. Choose the route, Glossop line. So basically, this is your scenarios. Waterworks, Gossip line, 3-point turn. Gossip line is the photo one. 3-point turn, depot delivery. Are you local? That's a reference to do with. I can't remember now. And on guard is the guarding scenario, which I quite like. Not too sure on the Gossip line though, but I'm going to show you the Gossip line in a minute. Not that Gossip line, but spawn in Manchester. The services. So basically, you've got the Class 66. You have, don't worry about what it says up there, 46 out of 197 service. And that's not it. This is the services that you have, the freight ones. Liverpool Biomass Drax Power Station. That I think would be the HKAs. Banbury Reservoir to Hindlow, which is, I don't know what that one is. These Freightliner to Thingy, that is a intermodal. Railhead treatment train, railhead treatment train, railhead treatment train. That's an aggregate. Liverpool, I've no idea what that is. Railway treatment train, Drax to Liverpool aggregates. So they're all small times. I think the most time that you get is about 27 minutes to 30 minutes. I think roughly is the longest one. Liverpool Biomass, Wilton EFW to Knowsley Freight Terminal. No idea what that is. Peak Forest to Ashbury is a that'll be from Manchester Piccadilly to Guy Bridge. Peak Forest again. Pendleton to Tunstead Sidings. That's a I've no idea what that one is. Doncaster Down Decoy to Peak Forest. That would be aggregates. Runcorn Folly Lane to Brindle Heath. No idea. Down Low Sidings to Ashbury. No idea. Preston to Derby is a... I think that is a rail tool, 1Z66 Preston to Derby. I think. One is usually passenger, so that's I think is a rail tour. Bedbury to Rylstone, Arkrow Corey to Bedbury. So you will get to see some freight trains when you're running about. Derby to Preston, 1Z12. So that's a rail tour. Brindle. So there's a fair amount of freight there. I think there's 30 services, but that's not all. You got your Class 158 service, which is an ECS. You got your Class 20s, 2 services, Manchester Piccadilly York and York to Manchester Piccadilly. One's a 4-minute service, the other's an 18. Guidebridge to Manchester Piccadilly, and the other one is Manchester Piccadilly to Ashbury's. That's with the pair of 20s, or 120, I don't know. This is your Class 323 services. So yeah, there's a fair amount. We start at midnight. Glossop Ardwick to TMD. Glossop to Manchester Piccadilly. Manchester Piccadilly to Ardwick TMD, and then Stable this ours. Well, that's a 35-minute in total journey. 36 minutes. No, 26 minutes because I can't count. So you've got a couple more there. So, you know, the first couple of services that you're going to do throughout the day, from midnight all the way through to 5:30, are going to be ECS services. No, it's not. Ignore that. These are all the Part 3 ones, the thingies. So down to there, that's going to be ECS. From here on, it should be, what you call it. So from midnight then, all the way through, I think there's about 100 and something services in total. All the way through, you literally do midnight through to, we'll just have a look. Midnight 0056, midnight, midnight 56. So yeah, to just before 1 a.m. So from midnight all the way through to the next day plus 1. That's not too bad going. That's for the 323s. So there's some 5G, which is the ECS services in that. So 5 Whiskey 19. So yeah. Then you have the 37, which is Tees Valley 37. You got Crewe to Crewe Part 1, Crewe to Crewe Part 2, Crewe to Crewe Part 3, and then you've got a York to Rose Hill and Marple. I don't know what they are. They're 1Z77, so they're rail tours. Early in the morning for a rail tour, but hey ho. And then you've probably seen it, the 40, which is Manchester Piccadilly to Great Yarmouth, Crewe to York, and Great Yarmouth to Manchester Piccadilly. So some of these services can be played with the 66 or with some of the other locos. So yeah. And then obviously you've got your Kettle, which will be Preston to Derby. So that will run from Ashbury's to Guidebridge up and down passenger loops. So that's a 40-minute run. So yeah, but you have to have Southeastern Highspeed, ECW, or South Railhead Treatment Train, or Great Western Express for the 66. Midland Main Line for the 158. Tees Valley for the Class 20. Tees Valley for the 37, and Northern Transpennine for the Class 40. Because if you don't have any of those, if you have Northern Transpennine but you don't have the Class 40 heavy freight pack, then that's not going to show the Class 40. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this. So this little first look. But yeah, leave a comment. They will be read, they will be looked at, and they will be. There's just the comments are heavily moderated because basically sometimes you get people that are idiots. So, but yeah, enjoy it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this first look. It's slightly unusual because usually I'll just be going straight in live. but I'll probably do live on Tuesday at some point in the afternoon, I believe, and then Tuesday night. So, but yeah, until then, I hope you have enjoyed this. Hit the sub button, hit the like button, don't forget to hit the bell icon, then you'll be notified when I go live and I upload content, and when I make community posts. So thanks guys, thank you all very much, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.